as it gets. Look at 37 years of age compared to 26, 11-0. 42-13, meaning this is his 56th professional fight. All that experience, will that be the difference maker?
It's time for featherweight action. Here is Michael C. Williams.
Bellator MMA moves now to the featherweight division. We introduce the blue corner. At 5'8", weighing in 146 pounds even tonight. He makes his Bellator debut, bringing an undefeated professional record, 11 victories, no defeats, presenting Timur Imam Khizriev. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner. At 5'10", weighing in 145.2 pounds, the veteran holds a professional record of 42 wins, 13 defeats, ranked at number 7, the two-time world title challenger, Daniel Vaishal. And the referee in charge, Kevin McDonald.
No, back up for me. Back up. We're not doing a face-off. Behind that line.
No official face-off, but they're about to face off here in featherweight competition. Again, Daniel Vaishal turning 38 later this month. Timur Khizriev, he turns 27 tomorrow.
Let's go.
Vaishal, the experience advantage. Khizriev undefeated and entering his physical prime. And there's that kick right away to the midsection of Vaishal.
Oh no, that touched the bottom of his chin. That was right there.
And there's an inside low kick. The speed already on display of Khizriev.
Right there with that television, you saw when you saw that big movement as Khizriev gave that feint, you saw Vaishal giving all that space. Right there is telling you that, oh, he's fast, I need to move. That's a big tell in the early part of this fight.
There's a right hand behind the left of Khizriev, framing, pawing. Vaishal feinting, trying to get Khizriev to bite. There's a body kick from Khizriev and an outside low kick by Vaishal. Vaishal was supposed to have another opponent, found out that he'd be facing Khizriev the beginning of the month, John, so not too much time. And he was going for to the face.
We talked about that with him, and he said it was actually a good thing for the change. He said that the person that I was working out with, the wrestler that I had brought in, actually mimicked Khizriev more than he did his first opponent. He said, so it actually was a benefit to me. We'll see.
Vaishal landed the right. We had Khizriev probably watching the last fight, going for that right uppercut like our last fighter, Daniel James. Oh, and there's a right hand from Khizriev. 2 minutes gone in the first. Exchange.
And you can see Vaishal is still fast, but Khizriev is just a little bit faster on those shots.
There's a counter, and now, boy, good exchange here in the center of the cage. Midway point of the opening round. Pumping the jab, and footwork and speed again on display from Khizriev, and there's Vaishal. Jumps in and then gets countered.
Vaishal coming forward a lot more now in this part of the round, so he's starting to feel a little bit more confident in his ability to counter with Khizriev.
Khizriev mixing up his attack with punches and kicks. He's at double digits in connects, while Vaishal right now only credited with landing 5 punches thus far. But again, trying to gather that data, John, and assess what Timur Khizriev is all about. There's another exchange, but the good counter right, popping Vaishal's head back.
And you watch how he did that. That was beautifully set up by Khizriev. A counter right landing cleanly.
Final 60 seconds of the first frame, double jab by Khizriev. And there's the change. Oh, nice cartwheel escape by Vaishal, the veteran, with some tricks of his own.
Nice grappling by both. Khizriev had that. As he let go of the body, you saw Vaishal coming in, circling out over the top.
Solid 1-2, and then he stops Vaishal with the right hand. Vaishal's looking to land a front kick, John.
Yeah, Vaishal's going to have to be careful.
Oh, kick caught. And again, a couple rights from Khizriev.
When he's coming in, those counters are catching him every time now. He's going to have to figure out either head movement or foot movement to get himself offline from those shots.
Spinning back kick by Khizriev, who completes his first round in Bellator.
Stop. Clean break.
Here Daniel Vaishal lands a clean right hand right on the forehead of Khizriev. But Khizriev overall, when you're looking, the better shots throughout the fight ended up being Khizriev's. Nice right hand counter there, pushing him back.
Round 2.
Round 2 of this featherweight fight between number 7 ranked Daniel Vaishal and the debuting Timur Khizriev, one of his training partners, Magomed Magomedov. He will tangle with Patchy Mix December 9th at Bellator 289 in one of the semifinals in the Bantamweight World Grand Prix. We heard from Danny Sabatello and interim champ Rafian Superstocks, and thankfully Big John McCarthy was in there to keep things from overheating.
Both of those guys are so fun to be around. They talk beautiful smack.
These two, well, there's a couple of smacks in the face of Vaishal by the 1-2 of Khizriev. Goes downstairs to the legs with a kick.
And again, a beautiful counter right hand. Take a look at those total strikes right there. 37 of 79 for Khizriev. 8 of 43 for Daniel Vaishal right now.
4-punch combination culminated with that right hand to the jaw of Vaishal by Khizriev, who's beginning to pick up his pace, the reads, the timing, staying just out of range, and yet, John, as we mentioned, being able to effectively counter. And there's a calf kick. Oh, good counter right hand from Vaishal.
Vaishal's going to have to start to open up more. He's going to have to go after it. Right now, he's not throwing with enough combinations and not enough as far as the numbers. He's got to start really utilizing his kicks and get his hands going. Because the accuracy is also not quite there right now. And Khizriev just keeps on touching him.
Yeah, Khizriev's just thrown, well, just crashed the 100 strike mark. So he's thrown over 100 strikes. 2 minutes gone in the second round in the fight, I should say, total strikes. And
that's got to be about twice what Vaishal was throwing.
And well said, well done, John. Absolutely, 2-1 in the terms of the output. There's a front kick to the body by Khizriev, and he's done a good job of mixing up his attack and again staying at the perimeter. Vaishal taking a chance, costing him now because he's on his back with Khizriev in top position. Khizriev though backs away.
And this is a lot of people when they see a Dagestani fighter, they think of Khabib Nurmagomedov and that it's going to be that crushing, wrestling. Well, Khizriev comes from Magomedov and Zabit and all them. They love the stand-up. They utilize the wrestling, but they like to be in the stand-up. And most of his fights are him utilizing his stand-up and sometimes going to the ground.
And of course, Vaishal very comfortable on the ground with 22 submissions, but right now in a butt scoop position where with 2 minutes left, Khizriev, I guess, doing just enough to, it's almost like Ali and Inoki all over again. Boy, all these legs were never the same.
Stop.
That had a little bit of a different rule set. They didn't give much for Inoki to do besides that.
And of course, Antonio Inoki recently passing away. He will be honored New Year's Eve as part of Bellator MMA versus Ryzen. From the storied Saitama Super Arena, double jab, beautifully done, splitting the guard of Vaishal. Khizriev doing a good job of establishing the jab and doing a good job in almost every department.
Yeah, take a look at the total kicks there. Total punches landed. He's just way ahead right now. That jab, he's now starting to establish that jab. And it's touching the mark, and that's only going to open up his other tools.
Went for the body kick. Vaishal looking to counter with the calf kick downstairs. A minute left in the second. Again, an effective jab for Khizriev. Vaishal trying to parry it. Catches that kick attempt, but Khizriev able to escape, lunging it with the left, and again, the effective counter from Khizriev.
Very nice job, and you notice he has no problem switching from southpaw to orthodox or back. And you really can't see a style where you say, well, he's just much better in this stance than he is in the other. He is good with both.
And he's obviously the advantage in this range, John, in terms of being very effective with his striking and avoiding most of the damage of Vaishal, although Vaishal's landed the occasional counter as well.
Speed's been the big difference.
Yes, footwork and the speed of the Bellator newcomer, Timur Khizriev. We are through 2.
Stop. Clean break.
Third and final round. How do you have it after 2 on your unofficial scorecard?
Oh, right now I have Khizriev up 20-18. He has been the leader in this dance the entire time. He's landed the better shots. His speed is starting to take over, and the counter shots have been outstanding.
Nice, beautiful left hand. The punch placement to the body and immediately upstairs. Lightning quick speed, John.
It's the real difference, and this is what happens when a fighter, and look, Daniel Vaishal is a great fighter, and I love watching him fight, and he's not slow, but comparative to Khizriev, you can see there's a speed difference, and that's causing him the problems.
Snaps the jab again through the guard of Vaishal. Very active with that lead left hand is Timur Khizriev, and again switching stances, and Vaishal changed levels for a moment. Thought better of it after the reaction of Khizriev. A minute gone here in the final round. Double jab again by Khizriev.
And you look.
Nice counter right.
That was a beautiful right hand over the top. Not a lot of MMA fighters utilize the jab like you'll see in boxing, but Khizriev is doing a great job with it. It's setting up all of his offense for the most part.
You know, Vadim Nemkov likes to use the jab. He is our defending light heavyweight champion. He and Corey Anderson meet in the rematch in the $1 million light heavyweight Grand Prix final in the main event after their first fight declared a no contest back in April after an accidental clash of heads opened a big cut over the left eye. Nemkov as Vaishal closes the distance and pins Khizriev on the fence and takes him to the mat, gets his back.
And a beautiful job. You saw how Vaishal used his leg to pick up the leg of Khizriev. That's what helped him bring him to the ground.
Began training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at 15, and Daniel Vaishal, again, more than half of his 42 wins have come via form of submission, including 10 rear naked chokes, which he's in a position right now to maybe try to work on.
He needs to be very careful, though, as far as the position he's in. He's also got that leg right now, but he can go into a Suluev stretch. There's all kinds of different attacks. He's just trying to figure out what's the best thing I can do at this moment and not get too high.
That's exactly what it looks like he is beginning to think about, is that patented Suluev stretch. Not a comfortable feeling for anyone. And now looking to snatch the neck. And backdoor escape by Khizriev. Although down the arm. Vaishal transitions, looking for the armbar. Khizriev defends well and escapes. And this is probably why Khizriev was content to back away from Vaishal. Weichel when he had him down.
Well, Weichel's a black belt under Dean
Yep.
Thomas, and so he understands the ground. He's got a good submission game. Khizriev was just...
And it's obvious Khizriev has the advantage in the stand-up right now.
Absolutely, no doubt about that.
Thanks to the money punch, the fundamental stick, the jab. But he's been knocking, he's been tempting with that right uppercut as well, has Khizriev. But Weichel gets sniped with that straight left, and you're right, we need to see an uptick in the offensive output of Daniel Weichel.
I don't know if Daniel can do that based upon, look, he's put out a lot trying to work hard in this round, and he's had his opportunities. It's just the speed is causing him a problem. He's pressing.
Yeah.
He just can't get his shots off based upon his real speed.
There's a jab from Weichel, but again, 80 of 188 and counting, 18 of 96 for Weichel. So one-way traffic in all facets of this fight. Under a minute left in the fight. And the jumping knee.
He's hurt.
Weichel tagging his.
That hurt him.
He nailed him. And you're right, momentarily bothered, beginning to recover here. So Daniel Weichel looking for the dramatic conclusion, and he needs it in this fight. Continues to eat the jab of Khizriev. A kick to the face.
The front kick landed.
So two major strikes by Weichel in this round, and yet Khizriev still standing, looking to remain unbeaten in his Bellator MMA debut. Plenty to like from the fighter from Dagestan as they go the distance. The veteran Daniel Weichel and the Bellator newcomer Timur Khizriev, as good as advertised, John.
Beautiful. Watch this knee. Just missed a little bit off of that. But he landed a kick up here earlier too. Big shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go now to your three judges at cage side. Your first, Michael Bell, scores the fight 29-28. While judges Brian Puccello and Scott Jones both see it the same, 30-27. I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision, Timur Imam Khizriev.
Timur Khizriev introducing himself to the Bellator featherweight division, giving himself a great birthday present for his 27th birthday tomorrow. And John, Timur Khizriev, another representative from that MMA force known as Dagestan.
Our tail of the tape for this featherweight matchup, 12-0 versus 10-2-1. Timur Khizriev has proven he is an outstanding wrestler, but he loves to fight in the stand-up.
And tonight here at Wintrust Arena, the action continues, so let's get right to it. Here is 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing the blue corner at 5'9", weighing in 145 pounds. He's near perfect in the Bellator cage at 4-1 overall. As a professional, he brings 10 victories, 2 losses, with 1 draw. Presenting Richie Smolin. And across the cage, his adversary out of the red corner at 5'8", weighing in 145 pounds. Coming off his successful Bellator debut, the undefeated professional stands with 12 victories, no defeats. Now ranked at number 8, Timur Imam Khizriev. In charge, your referee Kevin McDonald.
This would be Richie Smollin's 6th Bellator match. He's only got 1 loss in that, the 2nd Bellator match for Khizriev.
Ready to fight? Ready to fight? Let's go.
One of the things that we've seen from Khizriev early, he loves to be in the stand-up. He will wrestle, but he likes to be that stand-up guy who attacks with spinning attacks. Smullen, absolute grappler. He wants to get this fight to the ground from the start.
We had a little bit of drama with Smullen in the back earlier tonight. John, you want to go ahead and elaborate on that for us?
Well, that was you. Richie Smullen, again, he is a pure grappler. He got hurt by that kick, though. Pure grappler that does not like to wrap his hands. And the commission wanted him to wrap his hands. Took care of that. Make sure that he's able to fight the way he's coming.
Big time shot, though, by Khizriev.
He's really hurting Richie Smullen. Beautiful uppercut.
What I like what Khizriev's doing is he's really just picking his shots. He's not rushing in. He's not smothering the space, able to land the kicks and the shots.
Timur Khizriev, there you go. But that's bringing Smullen into a place where he's really comfortable. He wants to be on the ground. He does not care if he's underneath you. He feels better when his back is on the ground or he's on top of his opponent than he ever does on his feet.
Khizriev is no slouch to being on top, though, John. He's got great wrestling, good top control, and he loves to put in the work. And if you start to get up, he's not going to fight to take you back down. He's going to give you the space and go back to the feet.
Yeah, and he'll absolutely break away in the fight. He doesn't care about, oh, I'm not comfortable here right behind. I might just break away, but I'm always going to leave you with something to remind that I was there. Nice job by Smullen trying to hold on to that arm.
John, out of all Smullen's fights, so we've seen him countless times be in trouble, be rocked, be hurt, but guess what? He's still in the fight. He's a dog. He comes after you. He still keep wrestling, still trying to get the finish.
It's so true. Look at him going after the spinning back fist there. Richie Smullen is that guy that you can never count out of the fight. He is always coming after you. He's always trying to figure out a way that's going to work for him to get that win. I've seen it too many times where I thought, the fighter that he's against, too good an athlete, too good technically, Richie Smullen just finds a way to win.
John, you know this. You were a part of a large part of my career in refereeing and being around it all. But it really comes down to, I very rarely won the first round. I didn't have the power, I had the speed to stick and move. But Richie Smullen kind of falls into that. Sometimes he loses the first round. A lot of the time he loses the first round. But he comes back second, the third. Just keeps pushing, keeps grinding until you make a mistake because he fatigues you, and then he capitalizes.
Richie Smullen reminds me of the guy that I was, the guy in the bar fight that you hit him with the bar stool and he just looks at you and grunts and you go, oh man, that's Richie Smullen in a fight.
Khizriev with a good positioning, keeping his hips directly in front of Smullen's. Working to the half guard position. You'll see a lot of top level wrestlers trying to get to that half guard because it's a little bit easier to control your opponent's body and keep their back flat to the canvas.
Yeah, if you can get that leg up and clamp down on that downward leg, it's an easy position for you to just control the hips. Khizriev doing a very nice job trying to just step over. Richie Smullen's got a very good guard. He's able to move his hips. He's got good elevation when he wants. He'll hook in the butterfly hooks.
And those elbows are nasty from the bottom, even though they don't look like they're landing hard. It just makes your opponent move. So he's making Khizriev move when he doesn't want to move, when he wants to slow the tempo of the fight down.
Khizriev really trying to crank down on that shot, putting a lot of power, getting some posture. When we talk about Dagestani fighters, why do we see such a wide variety? Because everyone has come to the point where they think of Khabib Nurmagomedov being the guy, and he had that wrestling base, and you kind of get it with some other guys, but we get a lot of guys, and you look at the champion here in Bellator, his cousin Usman, big time stand up, really doesn't want to go to the ground. Well, Khizriev is kind of the same way. He would rather be in the stand up than be in a wrestling match.
Yeah, what you're going to find is that some of them came from, even though their family, they came from different parts of the camp in terms of Sambo. Some of them came from a Taekwondo style background. Some of them came from the wrestling background. Big overhand right there by Khizriev.
Nice round for Khizriev.
Khizriev early with the beautiful uppercut there. But what I was talking about earlier, he made the space and didn't smother his shots and then landed a little right check hook. Nicely done. Then he went back to the uppercut, made the space again by pushing back so he could create enough damage and space to land the bigger shots. Nicely done by Khizriev.
Getting ready for the start of the second round. Richie Smullen's going to have to do something to change that momentum, change that tempo of what's been going on so far.
Nice little left hook there by Khizriev. I like how he takes 2 steps back and then circles out. As soon as he starts to feel like he's getting his back to the fence, he makes sure he takes an angle.
And Richie Smullen coming off of a very big win against Peter Nadelski at Bellator 291. That was a split decision, and one that you look at, he grinded out that victory, and that's what he's going to have to try to find a way to do here against Khizriev.
What I want to see Richie Smullen do is move his head a little bit offline as he strikes to close that distance. See how he's keeping himself straight upright? It makes it easier for your opponent to hit him because they always know where to find your head.
Yeah, he looks like he's a little square to his opponent, which is opening up the ability for Khizriev to land these shots.
Oh, big shot though by Richie Smullen.
Beautiful inside trip by Khizriev. But again, isn't this basically what Richie Smullen wants? If I'm going to be somewhere, I want to be on the ground with you. And you can't blame him because that's where his skill set is best.
Well, you know, a lot of talking going back to Khabib. Remember, he wore at one of the weigh-ins, he wore the shirt that said if Sambo was easy, it'd be called jiu-jitsu. And a lot of the Sambo style fighters, what they say is that basically like jiu-jitsu is just a part of what they do, but they train everything: the wrestling defense, the jiu-jitsu defense, this judo defense, all of these things to play into it. So they understand what it takes to be from the top position. They're not threatened by a lot of jiu-jitsu players.
Got the crowd looking to try to give some kind of encouragement to Richie Smullen. So far, not a whole lot has gone his way in this match. Nice slicing elbow by Richie Smullen though.
Looking to trying to pass that guard, at least get to the half guard there. He does lays flat on that leg, kind of suppresses the leg down, and then starts to slowly try to walk his body around it. That was a nice little knee tap attempt sweep there by Richie Smullen to kind of break his balance. Right to the pass by Khizriev. Nicely done.
But if you look into Khizriev's record, 12-0, but all of his stoppages have come in the first round. So now we're in the second round. It's kind of saying something about maybe he slows down a little bit. Maybe the whole, the pressure of the fight. He's looking good right now.
Well, we saw in that first round he had Smullen hurt.
Yep.
He made the space, realized that he didn't want to jeopardize overcommitting too much and getting tired, so that he started stepping back and letting the shots land.
Now, Richie Smullen's landing a lot of these little shots right now, but none of them are doing anything that's affecting the fight or doing anything that's making Khizriev change what he's doing.
When you're watching at home, what you're trying to see is like Khizriev's in the top position, but he wants that far side underhook, and right now he has the overhook, and so that's why Richie Smullen's able to try to come up on the half guard or on the single leg to get back to his feet. Nicely done.
Khizriev a lot cleaner in his stand-up, faster with his hands, but Richie Smullen just keeps on walking him down, coming forward.
John, I can attest to when you hit somebody with everything you got, like you were talking about the bar stool, but as you keep adding up, you're thinking, okay, one of these shots is going to finally wobble your legs a little bit, and I'm going to break break the armor.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to be the case with Richie Smullen when you're fighting him. He'll take it, and then he'll kind of take a step back, but then he'll refocus on you and walk forward.
Yeah, you're right. He'll even show that, yeah, you know, he'll turn. That hurt me, but I'm back. You gotta love the heart of that, though. Not an easy thing to do. As we come to the end of the second round of this featherweight matchup.
Stop. Right.
Both these guys throwing heavy leather to start this third round.
Very heavy leather. Both really trying to turn it up.
I mean, you could say maybe Khizriev's corner and coaching understood that Smullen would still be there in the third. It looked like he got the takedown early in the second, kind of slow the tempo down, not push himself too much, now come out in the third, so he's fresh.
When you're looking at the featherweight division here in Bellator and you're thinking about Khizriev, if he gets the victory here tonight, who's someone that you would like to see them possibly match him up with?
You know, someone like a Masvidal maybe.
Would he want to go to the ground with Masvidal? I don't know, but Masvidal would definitely walk him down, similar to what Richie Smullen is doing.
Yep. It's a good style fight to see also, too, if we can pull this guy out of controlling the tempo of the fights, because he's been able to control the tempo of the fights here in Bellator. So if we get him someone like Masvidal who could moves his head real well offline, throws punching combinations right back, and then
clean
also
right hands, two of them right in a row. Those were heavy, thudding right hands. Richie Smullen just ate those. There's no doubt Richie Smullen, he's got a beard, man, because he is taking some shots.
Nice shot, on the break. Smullen, when he throws that jab, he's got to return it back to his face a little bit quicker. He's getting countered with that overhand right.
Nice job by Smullen, pull him up. Putting pressure on the neck.
Oh, there's that jab I was just talking about. The jab came out lazy, didn't return it back, and got hit with the overhand right.
Smullen's starting to wear a little bit of the damage that Khizriev has been able to apply during these 3 rounds. Clean body shot by Khizriev.
Khizriev doing a good job of throwing his strikes and then moving himself offline and then circling and making sure he can't be countered.
He is. He's doing a great job with it, but Richie Smullen just showing, you know, I keep walking forward. I keep putting pressure. Khizriev is doing a great job of dealing with that pressure, and he's landing a lot of shots. Something you want to see from a young fighter. Something you want to see as far as, I don't just stop because someone's coming forward.
John, it's one of the most exhausting things when you're landing big shots on someone and they keep walking forward and you've got to keep circling and staying away. You start realizing, man, no matter what I do, I should get the takedown. Slow the tempo of this fight down.
I need a break. Minute 15 left in the fight. Richie Smullen trying to somehow find a submission, find something that's going to change the course of this fight. Good elbows from underneath, but that's not going to be the things that's going to stop Timur Khizriev. Nice
Nice job of Hizriyev to break him down there. But Smollen's done a good job with those elbows. Hizriev's going to have a couple of lumps on his head tonight, putting an ice bag.
But he'll also have a W in the.
Yes, he will. No doubt about it.
John, you asked me. So who would you like to see Khizriev fight next in that featherweight division?
You know, I thought you brought up a really good, candidate with Mads Burnell. Maybe Mads is a little too high right now in that position and stuff, but a little headbutt at the end there. But there's some people, if you're looking at it's a tough one. But I would say I don't know.
Well played, my friend. Well played. I would have said.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go down to your three judges: Chris Lee, Scott Jones, Ron McCarthy at cage side. All have it exactly the same, 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Timur Imam Khizriev.
30-27 across the board. Khizriev now goes to 13-0. Ladies and
Here's
gentlemen,
Michael C. Williams.
For all those that have just joined us on the live stream, we welcome you to Chicago here at Wintrust Arena. The Bellator 301 prelims continue now as we go 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing the blue corner at 5'9", weighing in 145.4 pounds. His professional record, 14 wins, just 2 losses in the rankings. He's in at number 7, Justin Gonzalez. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner at 5'8", weighing in 146 pounds even. As a professional, he's undefeated, 13 wins, no defeats, ranked now at number 6, Timur Imam Khizriev. In charge of the action, referee Mike Simarusti.
Khizriev 13-0 with 4 finishes. Justin Gonzalez looking to rebound from just his second defeat. That one against Mads Burnell as we begin this matchup contested in the featherweight division. Already, Khizriev switching stances, giving Gonzalez different looks. A battle of top 10 ranked 145ers. Nice right up Khizriev as Gonzalez closed the gap, John.
A lot of people are going to think that Khizriev is going to be going after the takedown. He likes to be in the stand-up. He likes to throw his hands. He throws beautiful kicks. Justin Gonzalez is a guy that will be probably looking for the takedown more than Khizriev. This is a great matchup.
Khizriev known to stand and bang, and already showing evidence that's exactly what he wants to do here tonight, as Gonzalez swinging wildly, missing, although throwing with bad intentions as 1 minute has elapsed here in the opening round. Push kick to the midsection by Khizriev, mixing up his attack.
Beautiful defense by Justin Gonzalez there.
Gonzalez's corner wanting to keep him guessing, switching stances, coming forward, walks into the right hand from Khizriev. Khizriev immediately attacking on the ground, inside control.
It was just a beautiful job by Khizriev as far as in the stand-up, cut the angle, 45 degrees. That's what made Justin Gonzalez miss, and then he lands the counter strike beautifully.
And Gonzalez able to maneuver now into those butterfly hooks. Controlling the right arm of Khizriev with that overhook from bottom, looking to shrimp his hips. 2:45 left in the first.
Justin's in a nice position there with that elevator hook with his left leg. Khizriev trying to pass that right leg.
Khizriev trains with American top team, and of course in his native Dagestan. Gonzalez with top-notch sports academy and Trials MMA. A shout out to his trainer Mike Alvarez, who's had to overcome so much health issues, but it's incredible that he is with Gonzalez and proving to be inspiring and motivating. Just over 2 minutes left in the first round, and Khizriev continues from top position, looking to pass guard, lands a right. Gonzalez hand fighting.
This is an important moment for Justin Gonzalez. In his last fight against Mads Burnell, Mads was able to control position on him on the ground a lot, and that made a difference in the fight. Beautiful left hand.
Yeah, the left hand by Khizriev lands, and now he's got the, the calling card, as it were.
Before those legs up in the air, you're not going anywhere.
Less than 90 seconds left in the first. Khizriev continues to control from top position, outlanding Gonzalez. Gonzalez posting, gets back to his feet, back control by Khizriev. Gonzalez looking to break the grip, looking to switch, back elbow by Gonzalez. And a mount. But back right up goes Gonzalez.
Beautifully done. Khizriev needs to try to work at getting that returning in, but Justin Gonzalez needs to work with those hands right now. He's not working the hands, and if you don't work those hands, that was really good.
Yeah, very good. And scoops out the legs, and Khizriev has Gonzalez on the ground as 40 seconds now remain in the first. Couple of right hands, series of rights from Khizriev, but Gonzalez trying to win the hand fighting battle at least as he tries to find a way off the fence, but just a relentless Khizriev.
And that's the whole system, is to continue to chain these techniques together. You got the single leg here, beautifully done. He gets him to the ground. Justin trying to take the back, unable to do so based upon that underhook. Just beautiful work by both men.
Clean knee strike by Gonzalez at the belt.
Round 2, go fight!
The second round begins. Ryan Schultz in Gonzalez's corner wants his fighter to find his jab. Khizriev again. Good opening round, and he spent a lot of his camp sparring with Nathan Schultz. Prior to that, back in his native Dagestan. And of course, a bunch of great fighters over there, and John, the strikes landed.
Oh, that round showed you exactly what we thought. Khizriev just outstruck, out-grappled. He got the round, no doubt. Justin Gonzalez really needs to change things up. Oh! Took a big shot right there. That was a beautiful kick by Khizriev.
And Gonzalez took it. Now looking to circle away and doesn't want to circle to the power alley of that rear kick by Timur Khizriev, who has had success in every facet. And Gonzalez, wild right hand, paying for it as Khizriev times the takedown.
That was unbelievable that he was able to take that kick. I was looking right at it. It snapped his head back, and he was able to stay on his feet. Smartly moved in a lateral fashion around the cage to give him time. But man, I don't know how he stayed up from that kick. But you see Justin starting to reach with his hands there. That's not a good sign. You got to keep yourself tight.
Double jab by Khizriev, backs Gonzalez up, moves to his left to reset, eats the calf kick, level change by Khizriev. Gonzalez was looking for the guillotine attempt and now gets back to his feet. Body kick by Gonzalez, counter right hand to the body by Khizriev. Undefeated at 13-0, Gonzalez 14-2.
Gonzalez came into Bellator undefeated, I believe, at 11-0, and his 2 losses, you take a look, Aaron Pico, great fight between the two. Pico was just able to do better throughout the rounds, and then Mads Burnell. And I thought that Gonzalez would learn something from that Mads Burnell fight. He's having a hard time in figuring out what Israel is doing in the stand-up here.
And the naked shot by Gonzalez, a desperation shot, well defended by Khizriev, almost made him pay for it with a counter strike. Body kick. Gonzalez catches it momentarily, and Khizriev able to extricate himself. Counter right hand by Khizriev. Khizriev very good at intercepting the attack of Gonzalez.
And as you're looking at these exchanges, it's always Khizriev who's able to land with power. Justin's just trying to figure out a different line, a different way of attacking here. Just hasn't quite found it yet, but no, he's starting to eat it to the body.
He left hook to the liver there by Khizriev, jumping the attack by Gonzalez, and again countered by Khizriev.
And this is what you're looking at. When you see a fighter doing this, we talk about, look, you got to counter. You got to make them, they're going to do something coming towards you. You got to make them pay, or at least make them have something to deal with. That's what you're seeing out of Khizriev.
Jab by Gonzalez, and that's what his corner wanted to see more of. He's been unable to utilize the textbook punch. Under a minute left here in the middle frame. And Khizriev catches him again with the combination. Khizriev opening up a huge edge in terms of total strikes landed. Has also secured 3 takedowns in this fight, so it's all undefeated fighter Timur Khizriev hoping to give himself an early 28th birthday present. 30 seconds left in the round.
Beautiful straight jab that landed for Gonzalez, but he needs to get more than just one.
Right hook by Khizriev. Adjustments need to be made. Risks may indeed need to be taken as we head to the 3rd and final round.
Here's that kick right under the chin. Khizriev just blasted him with that right kick right under the chin. And man, I'll tell you what, that is unbelievable. The Justin Gonzalez. Let's hear that real time, real sound. Unbelievable that Justin Gonzalez was able to take that and stand up.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we go now to the 3rd and final round.
Timur Khizriev's been training with high-level fighters since early in his career, including MMA legend John Jones. For Justin Gonzalez, needs to find a way to solve the puzzle of the undefeated Timur Khizriev. He's got less than 5 minutes to do so.
One of the things when you're watching Khizriev, look at the balance. He's always in balance. He's always ready to throw, either with he's from southpaw or orthodox. He's ready to respond with a counter or an offensive attack.
He's a cage general in this fight.
Ooh, I like that.
There's a nice kick from Gonzalez. And again, Khizriev able to close the distance. Gonzalez utilizing the whizzer, and then on the escape there, or the break, looking to deliver the left hook, but just finding errors. There's a kick again from, wow! Mamma mia! There's Timur Khizriev. We saw that crazy kick earlier in the fight, and then that back flip the game.
That was a Kerry Korak.
Unbelievable.
Flip at the single leg right there. Kerry Korak made that famous, man. I'll tell you what, he just pulled it off beautifully.
And if Timur Khizriev knows who that fighters, I'll be even more impressed. But good job, my man. Incredible stuff here from Timur Khizriev. Reminded me of my other profession at one time. That was a straight out of a pro wrestling match. My goodness.
You can start to see a little bit of the frustration building. Justin Gonzalez has just been trying to figure out what he can do throughout this entire fight. Nothing's really working for him, and he's just starting to get a little frustrated with just the inability to be offensive and stop what Timur Khizriev.
No stopping Khizriev tonight. He has been relentless, continues his attack with the back control. Gonzalez trying to break the grip, trying to switch position. Khizriev looking to find a way to take him back to the mat. Now decides to exit. There's the fight IQ of Khizriev. Takedown's not there. Not going to waste any more energy.
Justin Gonzalez kind of deciding I need to bite down and really just start to sling big shots at him. He knows he's behind. He's just trying to do anything he can to land a shot that's going to change this round. Oh, just well timed.
Timing is another one of Timur Khizriev's strengths, and there's been a clinic here tonight. And it was here in Chicago where Khizriev successfully debuted for Bellator at Bellator 288 with a victory over Daniel Weichel, who retired this year inside the Bellator MMA cage, joining legends Fedor Emelianenko, Benson Henderson, and former Bellator middleweight title challenger John Salter. Low kick by Khizriev.
Starting to eat up the leg of Justin Gonzalez. He had a hard time. Let's see, he's moving to the rear. Can't push off of it. That's just more trouble. I mean, you have to be so impressed with what Khizriev has done here throughout this fight.
In all facets, absolutely. The patience, the technique, the timing, and even when tasting the momentary moments, able to adjust on the fly.
And again, it's not against the scrub, it's against good.
Justin Gonzalez, 14-2, who you mentioned. I mean, lost only to the upper tier, Matt Burnell and Aaron Pica. 30 seconds left in the fight. Just a dynamo performance by Timur Khizriev. Putting on a show in Chicago. Are you not entertained? Timur Khizriev with a dominant performance here tonight.
It's round, guys. It's a fight. Hey,
Throughout. Here's where he pulls the Kerry Colback going over the top. Beautifully done. I mean, just unbelievable, the presence.
That's fantastic.
To try to get himself out of that. Gonzalez was there. I mean, just a great job. Here he goes with the beautiful hip toss. Nicely done. Let's watch from a different angle on this. You're going to see him step through. And when he steps through with that right leg, up it comes.
Beautiful. How do you say it in Japan?
Haragoshi.
There you go.
Beautifully done.
Judo throw extraordinaire by Timur Khizriev.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go now to your three judges, Sal D'Amato, Brandon Mason, Brian Minor. All three at cage side have it exactly the same at 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Timur Khizriev.
Tail of tape presented by Bones. Timur Khizriev, 28 years of age. Brett Johns is 32. Timur, the taller fighter here. Both men weighed in at that featherweight limit. Reach advantage on the arms for Brett Johns. Khizriev has the advantage on the legs.
All right, keys to victory. So Timur Khizriev, he's got a few options, but he's got really, really good kicking variety. I think if he opens up with the kicks and then uses his counter punches when Brett Johns tries to close him down, he might be able to catch him. He might also be able to take him down. If he does wrestle to the back, that's the safest place against Brett Johns on the ground. For Brett Johns, stand switching and boxing basics. Constantly keep it changing, give his opponent different looks, and then chain submission attacks together. He's got some of the best submissions in the game. We can't underestimate him if he hits the floor.
Andy Shepard, the voice of the Smart Cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a regular season contest in the PFL featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 145.5 pounds. And in his 23-fight career, has built a record of 20 wins and 3 losses. Fighting out of Swansea, Wales, the Pikey, Brett Johns! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 146 pounds and holds a perfect, undefeated record of 14 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Machakala, Dagestan, Russia, Imam, Timur Khizriev. The referee in charge, Mike Smorusti.
Timur is in the black trunks, Brett Johns in the white.
Round one, let's go, fight!
Russia versus Wales. Classic sports rivalry.
Anyone that's got a dragon on the flag, you have to take him seriously. Oh, good front kick to the body there. Return by Brett Johns.
Cracked the right hand off the forehead of Khizriev. Okay. Showed a little bit of that wrestling, but then went right back to the hands. Accomplishing Sonda as well, so don't be surprised that Khizriev is willing to engage in these stand-up exchanges.
Khizriev just shoving him off. Get off me.
Body shot there from Timur.
He's really sinking those right hooks into the body. Oh, that was a good right hand to the side of the head. Locked up with Brett Johns. Let's see if this fight hits the floor.
Strong underhook. Looks to reap that leg, the inside trip. Good balance by Johns.
Body lock here. There's the takedown by Khizriev.
He looks to pass right into side control and gets there.
Johns with a cross wrist grab, trying to build his base back up. Using the fence, trying to get back to his feet.
Brett Johns has never been finished in his pro mixed martial arts career.
Good sensitivity with that right leg by Brett Johns. You can see his experience showing through here, how he's not wasting too much energy as well. He's letting his opponent open up. Right now, Khizriev is so focused on control that Brett Johns can hold off here for a moment and wait for his opponent to open up before he starts to try and scramble. It's a veteran decision.
Timur Khizriev in top position right now, but something for him to consider. His career has not seen a great deal of finishes, and obviously finishes are rewarded in the PFL scoring system. Bonus points for finishing any round, 3 points for a win. We've already seen finishes in the welterweight division. This was our first regular season bout at featherweight.
And what we saw from Brett Johns in Dublin last year against David Toner-Kroll was a good ground game off his back. Setting up triangles, striking from the bottom. We can't be counting him out in this position. Good position of the head here by Khizriev, just getting in his opponent's face. Squares him up to the fence as well to make it more difficult for Brett Johns to move without his opponent picking up on his movement. You can see right now Brett Johns has got this foot on the hip here. That's really causing Khizriev some problems. That's going to allow him to create space.
Now the right hand coming down from the top. Timur Khizriev punishing Brett Johns. Stands up out of the guard.
Nice single leg, head outside single by Johns. Send deep on Khizriev, can he finish?
And that's that experience showing through. He knew exactly when he had the opening and he moved quickly to get here. Not getting caught in that intermediate space against a good wrestler.
Nice takedown by Johns.
And this is not familiar territory for Timur Khizriev.
One more contact attempt by Khizriev.
John's gonna have to keep that left arm from being isolated. Good scramble back to the feet. Nice work by both fighters here.
Brett Johns on the front foot here. Nice uppercut attempt there by Khizriev, blocked by Brett Johns.
Khizriev is switching stances back and forth. Landed a right hand there out of the orthodox stance. Body shot. Good body shot now from Johns, who eats a combination for his effort.
A good calf kick there as well from Brett Johns.
Oh, Superman punch from Khizriev. And then the front kick, and Brett Johns just chews it and swallows it.
It's a really useful technique, that front kick to the midsection for Khizriev. It really stabs into the midsection. You can see the redness. You can see the redness on Brett Johns' midsection from those kicks already, as he level changes and tries to drive his opponent into the fence.
Brett Johns pressing Timur Khizriev against the cage to finish round one. Round two next. In the white, Timur Khizriev in the black. Double jab from Timur.
Caught Brett Johns on the way in with the counter jab. Lovely body shot there as well.
Johns with the forward pressure. Staying right in the basket here.
I think maybe we're seeing Brett Johns taking some risks here because Khizriev doesn't have a lot of finishes on his records, but he can't keep taking these big right hands on the chin. Fakes the level change there.
Randy, how much of this strategy is about giving Timur Khizriev a look he's not used to? A lot of people try to stay out at distance with these Dagestani wrestlers. A lot of people don't try takedowns against them. Brett Johns is certainly taking risks, but it's a different look than Timur Khizriev is used to from opponents.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely correct. And the level changes and setups by Brett Johns are great. He's getting in deep, but Khizriev is also starting to pick that up and reading him, sprawling well, and countering those takedowns very, very well.
Timur now on top of Brett Johns. Big John McCarthy, how do you think round one went?
Look, it was an outstanding round for both guys, but if you're going to look at where most of the action was controlled by Khizriev, he had the bigger, heavier shot, so he's going to win that round 10-9. But Brett Johns is doing a great job with this pressure right now, trying to create problems for him.
90 seconds gone in round number two. A finish in round two is still good for 5 points. And this is, again, the experience of Brett Johns on display. He's got an undefeated fighter pressuring him, wrestling him. And he's just kind of seated casually against the smart cage barrier.
Yeah, Brett Johns isn't going to spend any energy he doesn't need to spend.
Works his way out just as the flying knee is unleashed. Look at the strength of Timur Khizriev.
Yeah, get out of my kitchen.
And this is something Brett Johns is going to have to work against. He's a natural bantamweight. He's moved up to the featherweight division because he couldn't get fights at bantamweight. He's up in this weight class right now because, first of all, this is his opportunity to fight for $1 million, and also because 4 fights in a year, it makes sense for him to be a bit closer to the weight so he's not cutting quite so hard. but he's always going to be undersized, under strength against a lot of these featherweights. It's about pace and volume for Brett Johns.
Brett Johns is down.
Beautiful double.
And now to the back.
John slipped the punch, level change, and followed through, drove his feet, and finished that double leg perfectly. He's got one hook in on Khizriev, looking for the other hook now. Could be a big problem with Khizriev with Brett Johns on his back.
Johns got a little high, settled back for a moment.
Khizriev doing a great job of protecting that kitchen, not letting that second hook in, and those anchors secure that back position.
Oh, he had a bite on the guillotine there. He went for it, but I don't think he's going to finish.
This approach from Brett Johns is bringing out the best in Timur Khizriev as well. Forcing him to be aggressive in the striking, forcing him to counter wrestle. Timur's experience in some past bouts were one-way traffic in his favor, and that's not what this bout is showing him so far.
You can see Brett Johns has got a grab on the wrist of his opponent, trying to control that hand to slow his opponent down. As soon as he can get that foot clear, he's going to pop back to his feet, but he's got to be cautious he doesn't give his back.
That cross grab is awesome. I love that tactic. It's a great technique, and Brett Johns has done that twice now to get himself back to the standing position.
Can he earn some separation here with 1 minute left in round two? Tries to step across for the throw. Timur having nothing, none of it.
Oh, lovely shot. And again, and again.
Nice shot knee there.
There's another on the exit. Khizriev backs up. Excellent corner work here as Brett Johns is right in front of his own coaches.
You see Richard Shaky Shaw in the corner, the father of UFC fighter Jack Shaw, a fantastic grappler and coach in his own right. Really, really good information. Been working with Brett Johns for a long time, knows his game inside and out.
Johnson is fighting for head position here in this position. Both guys jockeying back and forth to that inside head position. Sometimes that'll give you the opportunity to take a guy down.
Final seconds, and there's the bell for round two. We look inside the corner of Brett Johns, and here's the replay.
Slip, beautiful little slip. Slipped that right hand, followed through, in deep on the double. Kept his feet moving, ran him all the way to the fence and secured that takedown. Got right to the back, got one hook in.
I was trying to listen in on the corner of Brett Johns. Needed some subtitles.
Third and final, yeah? Third and final, here we go.
Third and final round. Brett Johns in the white, Timur Khizriev in the black. Big John McCarthy, does Brett Johns need a finish in round three?
You know, as you're looking at it, he's doing a great job, and I'm so impressed with everything I'm seeing out of Brett Johns. But it's just a little bit less than what Khizriev has got. So right now, I'm thinking that Brett Johns needs to get the finisher, needs to have a big, big round.
Beautiful step across. Double butterflies here for Brett Johns.
Trying to get his guard back, but look how low Khizriev's hips are to the floor. He just sprawled himself out to make that guard recovery very difficult. Close guard now for Brett Johns. We know how active he is off his back, but he's taking some shots here. He's got to try and push his opponent away and create some space. You can see how high Khizriev is on his chest.
Khizriev's doing a good job of anchoring himself and staying right at that zero position. If he moves up, or if Johns can move him up into that 45-degree position, that Johns can go to work. He has space to try and manipulate an arm, isolate an arm, or find a submission or a scramble out of this bottom position.
And you can hear the corner of Brett Johns asking for feet on the hips to try and create that space, Randy, that you were talking about there. A real smothering game here from Khizriev in the top position. He can feel that foot on the hip. There's Richard Shaw in the corner.
Right, we need that rest. We need that rest. There we go.
Looking to set up a triangle potentially.
2 minutes gone in round number 3. Timur Khizriev heavy on top of Brett Johns. And this is the smothering style that has helped him get to 14-0 as a professional.
Good work stepping over that foot on the hip. Johns now scrambling with his back to the fence. See a little smile on the face of Brett Johns.
Shoulder punches from Timur Khizriev.
Shoulder's all he's got. He doesn't want to lose that lock. He wants to lose that grip on Brett Johns' hips.
Tries to scoop those hips out away from that juncture of fence and mat.
Brett Johns keeps trying to cap the chin of his opponent, tries to pull him into a guillotine. It's going to be difficult to do though, especially with this forward pressure. You can see him on the wrist again, trying to create some space, trying to free that bottom leg.
Seen a lot of Dagestani wrestlers step over those legs like that and lock the guy in. And Brett Johns manages to wriggle out of that position every single time. He doesn't get trapped there.
Switching over to potentially switch here. Timur Khizriev negates it. Moving to his left. Trying to gather those legs of Brett Johns one more time.
Heavy top control here. It's almost like you can see the respect that Khizriev has of Brett Johns' ground game by just not giving him the space to work at all. Really smothering game this is. Now he's got the ankles locked up. It's going to make it even more difficult for Brett Johns to scramble. You can see him trying to get rid of these leg irons. There's the wrist control again.
And back to the feet. Less than a minute to work. Timur Khizriev sticking to Brett Johns this whole third round. Nice body work. Short hook to the liver there from Brett Johns. Good combination, right leg, right hand from Timur.
Oh, nice shot up there. Can he circle around to the back? Khizriev's got that arm in between his legs.
Got that far ankle, he's able to get back position.
Brett Johns running out of time here. 5 seconds left. And the final bell.
Okay, so here we are in the first round, straight into a body lock and a beautiful takedown there from Khizriev. Establishes top position. Brett Johns is able to create some space and get his guard back. He takes a few big shots in the process, and then he wrestles back up. But look at this beautiful drive through from Brett Johns. Very, very nice. Sinks the near side hook in. Isn't quite able to get the far side hook. Beautiful, look at that. Hip toss there by Khizriev. Puts Brett Johns back on the floor. Nice shoulder strikes here up against the fence post. Brett Johns constantly working back to his feet, but kept getting broken down by a really, really strong top game wrestler.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for your winner via unanimous decision, Timur Khizriev.
No surprise from the judges. Timur Khizriev and Brett Johns exchanging some respect here. 15-0. Stay on the tape. Presented by Westgate Resorts. Timur Khizriev, 28 years of age. Enrique Barsola is 35. Khizriev, the taller fighter here, but the longer arms belong to Enrique Barsola. Longer legs on the Russian.
When we look into the keys to victory in this fight, Timur definitely has to put himself in a position where he's closing the distance with his strikes. We see a lot of decision on his record. We know that he likes to ground out fights. He needs to land that takedown early, ground control with ground and pound. Enrique needs to use his experience, use his frames to create this space, and use the fence to stall all of the work to get up from the bottom.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a regular season bout in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 146 pounds and in his 30-fight career has built a record of 20 wins, 8 losses and 2 draws. Fighting out of El Augustino, Lima, Peru, El Fuerte, Enrique Bazula. And his opponent fighting out to the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 146 pounds and holds a perfect, undefeated record of 15 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Makhachkala, Dagestan, Russia, Imam Timur Khizriev. And your referee in charge, Jason Herzog.
Jason Herzog pulling referee duty again here. Timur Khizriev in the black trunks. Enrique Barzola in the blue.
Sorry.
Both fighters, 11 decision victories on their records. But they have to prioritize finishes here. 1-2 from Khizriev as Barzola tried to advance.
Ooh, nice front kick by Khizriev.
Spinning back kick attempt by Timur. You see that he's level changing. He got the attention of Enrique. Enrique doesn't want to close that distance. He's fearful of the takedown. Nice right hand as well by Timur.
Timur Khizriev is one of the many fighters out of Dagestan who found a training home at American Top Team, splitting time between the great wrestling in the Caucasus and that well-rounded MMA game down there at the premier gym in the United States, American Top Team.
Shout out to Steve Mako, one of the better wrestling coaches in the country at this moment. I love this double jab that Timur's thrown out there. Very accurate, very fast, keeping Enrique guessing.
Started with a hook that time and then got to work with the jab. Barzola's gonna have to be careful reaching down for those low kicks.
The good thing about establishing that jab, he's keeping his eyes very open. If it's a chance, a level chance to go for a takedown, he's going to take it.
Stiff jab again from Khizriev at the end of the combination that time. Barzola tried the head kick, but it was blocked. Kai Kamaka looking on from backstage. He's got points heading into his bout in the featherweight division tonight.
Nice little misdirect by Khizriev. He reaches down with his left hand like he's reaching for the single and then comes up with that uppercut.
Now switch to the southpaw stance for Timur. Bubba Badman Jenkins, will see him later tonight as well. He'll be searching for a finish as he carries 0 points into the bout tonight. Khizriev is undefeated, as we mentioned. The same is true of his brother, middleweight Aliashkab Khizriev. I would like to know what the sibling rivalries are like in that household. Two high-level, undefeated mixed martial artists. Probably not getting into fights over Madden games.
Phenomenal takedown attempt. Enrique's letting Timur lead the show too much. He's letting him get his time in the rhythm. He needs to respond, and he needs to try to make a shift in this moment.
A little blitz there from the Peruvian. And a good hook. Just got his head out of the way of an overhand right from Khizriev.
If you notice, notice when Timur throw that calf kick, he leaves that right leg forward and goes southpaw. That way he can be close enough for a takedown. Probably has a couple combinations from that stance as well.
Barzola doing a better job with the timing and the distance here in the latter part of this first round. Still having trouble with the jab of Khizriev, and now pawing at the right eye. Not sure if it was a punch. Enrique Barzola keeps addressing his own right eye.
It looked like a little check hook, but it caught him right on the eye. It may have irritated his eye.
That right hand caught him right in the ab by Timur. Enrique is trying to get the party started a little bit more with a flurry of combinations. But Timur's right back on the jab.
Every time Barzola feels like he's building some momentum on the advance, that motion interrupted by the stiff jab. Good right hand from Barzola. Striking, ramping up a bit. Push kick and a right hand from Khizriev, but a right hand from Barzola backs up the Russian.
Best strike so far landed by Barzola.
Kick glances off the guard in the final seconds as we head to round two.
Barzola with the left hand and that nice follow-up left hook, and it puts Khizriev on his knee. It's hard to tell if he slipped and touched his knee or if the power of that check hook is what put him there. He popped right back up, so he was hurt. He wasn't hurt for long.
That's an interesting one because the judges have to figure that same thing out, Randy.
Yeah,
Was
exactly.
that the punch that caused Khizriev to drop to a knee, or was that a level change to look for a takedown? Barzola in the blue trunks, Timur Khizriev in the black. And we'll check in with Big John McCarthy. I want to know how you scored the round, but I also want to know how that moment should have been scored, Big John.
That moment should have been scored as a clean hit, but it wasn't a damaging hit. It wasn't something that hurt Khizriev. So you're going to say it's part of volume. And if you look at the entire round, Khizriev had way more volume. He had the cleaner hits overall, except for maybe that one shot. So he should win the round 10-9.
The live odds are reflecting that at the moment. Stabbing overhand right. Off balance, Barzola there for a second.
Yeah, jousting jab followed by the overhand right. Caught Barzola leaning in and off-balanced him a little bit. That jousting jab, he is paying dividends with that, is Khizriev.
I don't know if you guys at home can hear the sound, but right here, K-side, these featherweights have power. They're popping with the kicks and with the hands. Nice overhand right, left uppercut combo by Timur.
A good check hook in the middle of it by Barzola, but you can't trade 2 for 1 for very long.
Looked like it affected him just a tad bit. Enrique's stepping back, kick to the body.
That hurt Barzola. That was a beautiful front kick directly to the midsection.
He's trying his best to play it out, but Timur understands that he hurt him. He's walking him down and cutting him off.
Good game face from Barzola, but you saw that elbow come in as Timur advanced, trying to protect the midsection.
Just look for that kick to go high or a kick punch combination off of that.
This is some of the best striking we've seen out of Timur Khizriev, who oftentimes relies on his wrestling. He is a 2-time Russian Wushu Sanda champion.
Nice 1-2 combination. I think it cut a little bit over the left eye of Enrique.
A little blood coming over the left eye of Enrique now. 1-2 combination was sharp and on point.
There's Khizriev again, reaching with that left arm, giving a look. Beautiful right hand to finish the combination again.
Enrique needs to focus on the fight. The eye get checked out in between the round. Right now he's wiping his eye and he's showing signs that it's affecting him. Great takedown by Timur. Right back up Enrique.
Enrique Barzola just cannot leave that left eye alone. Obviously the blood or the impact affecting the vision.
I think that mobility's been affected too. That lead leg has been beat up. He's been at least 6 or 7 nice kicks on that lead leg by Khizriev. Barzola not moving as well as he was in that first round, for sure.
Timir's just really mixing it up well. Calf kicks, push kicks to the body, hooks, combinations, jabs. And obviously the cut has got Enrique thinking.
Randy, what kind of confidence does it build when you see something, your technique caused the cut, you see the blood, and you also see how much it's affecting the opponent?
Definitely feel that momentum going in your direction. Things start to slow down. You see everything coming. You let those hands go, but you can't smother it. You can't be reckless. You got to stay in your wheelhouse.
That cut looks like it is under the eyebrow of Enrique Barzola, so we're going to have to see how it is addressed if we get to the stool between rounds 2 and 3.
Phenomenal shot, reshot. Timur defended his shot, immediately went back in on take on of his own. Now you see him taking back of Enrique. If you look at his eyes, his focus is so laser.
Using that left knee to beat up the thigh of Enrique Barzola.
That's that lead leg of Barzola that he's kneeing. You can see the bruising and the redness on that lead leg from this angle.
And this right here is just, it's one of the lessons. I don't know what chapter it is in the Dagestani fight book, but this is one of those chapters. This pressure with the chest on the back, smothering, not allowing space.
Well, you know Enrique's used to that. He's at AKA, so Khabib's there. He's used to sparring hard and training hard. He's a tough cookie, but Timur's just really putting it on him right now.
Yeah, I'm sure Enrique Barzola is having some flashbacks to bad training rounds at this moment.
That is no lie.
Able to get chest to chest in these final seconds of round number 2.
Looking back at this replay, look at this right here. You see a hook by each fighter. Right hand coming right over the top. Enrique is addressing the eye too much, in my opinion. During this fight, you got to fight. You got to fight. You can't keep wiping your eye over and over again. Your opponent's going to see that. He's going to sense weakness. Right here, you see the takedown. Timur is using every limb, every piece of his body to attack. He's kneeing the thigh right there. Consistent pressure.
And Randy Couture beside the PFL Smart Cage. Big John, I should ask how you have this fight scored after your insight between rounds.
You know, look, you got to be honest about it. Barzola is working hard, and he usually uses a lot of energy to try to wear his opponent down. He just can't do that because he can't lead the dance against Khizriev. Khizriev is up right now, 20-18 on my card.
Enrique's fighting a good fight. He's fighting a very durable fight. Right now, I think we're going to see Timur actually go for a takedown. He's been very brilliant, just smart on his attacks. There we go, right there, right to the takedown.
He waits till you pressure, let your hands go. He gets right under. Very good penetration and follow through on that double leg.
Gabriel Braga looking on. We'll see him later tonight. And a fascinating matchup. He's got Bubba Jenkins on the card. Timur Khizriev settling into this control position, making it difficult for Enrique Barzola.
Timur's doing a great job. If you look right here, he shelved his leg up. He shelved his leg up so he can minimize the ability for Enrique to stand up. Right now, he immediately adjusts himself right to the side of the cage where he can start to look for a back take. Enrique knows that he's trying to punch him and distract him and put himself in a position where he try to get hand control and try to create space to get away. Right now, Timur had a broomstick. He's switching back over. He's doing an amazing job of not only chain wrestling, just chain MMAing.
Separation now back to the center of the smart cage. Good level change by
Bubba catching a little nap before his match later this evening.
I always want to know if Bubba's actually sleeping or if he's just pretending like he is for the cameras.
I used to sleep all the way until the 2 fights before.
I did the same.
Khizriev getting behind his jab again. Barzola not going away.
And Barcela's showing urgency. He knows what time it is. He knows he's down 2 rounds. He's looking for the finish.
Attempts the high kick there. Khizriev is able to move outside the distance.
A nice counter by Barzola. Khizriev in deep, and Barzola had one arm between and said, "Get out of my kitchen." It's gonna shut him down. Good follow through by Khizriev and second effort to secure the takedown.
I mean, these aren't foreign waters for Enrique. I'm telling you, from my time training, AKA, these guys spar hard. You feel like you're fighting actually in the gym. So he's used to this pressure. That's why he was responding well. He's going to get right back into Timur's face. I expect to see a takedown again from Timur. He understands he's ahead.
Barzola landed a combination. Now tries the overhand right. A lot of fatigue showing here after a high pace for 14 minutes.
Nice little ripping uppercut by Barzola. 40 seconds left in this round and the fight. Another double leg attempt. Good sprawl by Barzola.
Tried to hang on the neck. Khizriev just stood right up. 30 seconds left.
I love the way both guys are chaining together so many different techniques, even defense counters.
Khizriev's tried that knee up the center several times. Barzola's wise to it, not letting it land. Final 10.
What a treat by the matchmakers.
They'll swing away to the final bell. Fair, but the pace really set by Timur. That was a nice moment for Enrique Barzola.
Nice left hook by Barzola. And that over-the-top right hand is what caused the cut on Barzola. Landed by Khizriev. There's Khizriev wearing out that lead leg some more with the knees from the back position. Nice little ripping uppercut, followed by a straight left. Beautiful finish.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Timur Khizriev.
16-0 now, 12 decision victories for Timur Khizriev. A very difficult puzzle to solve in this featherweight division. Stay on the tape for fight number 2, brought to you by Dude Wipes. Gabriel Braga, 26, Timur Khizriev, 28. These guys are going to be around and staples in this division for a long time. Braga's an inch taller. Both men weighed in at the featherweight limit of 146 pounds. 3-inch reach advantage on the arms, favoring the Brazilian Gabriel Braga.
Keys to victory for this one for Gabriel Braga. Control the center. That rear stabbing front kick to the midsection could be really useful for him and defend those takedowns. For Khizriev, kicking and move, constantly in motion, shooting under punches is going to be useful as well to try and get close to those hips. And once he's in a wrestling situation, try and get behind his opponent and control from the back.
Next up, we'll go to the first of tonight's semifinals in the featherweight division. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. First introducing the blue corner at 5'8", weighing in 145 3/4 pounds. The undefeated professional enters with 16 wins, no losses, fighting out of Makhachkala, Dagestan, Russia, Timur Khizriev. And across the smart cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner at 5'9", weighing in 146 pounds even. The Brazilian runner-up from last season stands with an impressive professional record of 14 victories, 6 defeats, along with 1 defeat. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting Gabriel Braga. And the referee in charge, Vitor Shaolin.
Vitor Shaolin equipped with our ref cam. Gabriel Braga in the black trunks. Timur Khizriev in the white. Winner moves on to the featherweight championship bout coming in November.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's fight!
On paper, it looks like striker versus grappler, but both of these guys with very well-rounded skill sets. Wrestling advantage likely in the favor of the Dagestani. Braga going to try and stay on his feet in this fight. And you can see Khizriev aggressive to start with the strikes.
Well, that hard whizzer to try and get him off the fence there. That was really strong from Braga.
Very nice whizzer, framing the head out. You go where your head goes.
The thing I also really like about Braga's style is how planted to the floor he is. You know, a lot of these featherweights, they're on their toes and they move very quickly, whereas Braga looks like a ton, standing on his feet, standing his ground. Makes him very difficult to take down, very difficult to hit.
Khizriev tried stomping at the lead leg of Braga, but Braga keeps switching stances, switching leads. Body kick from Braga, inside leg kick from Khizriev.
We can see that hip feint all the time from Braga as well.
Brendan Loughnane getting ready and warm. You'll see him in our main event against Kai Kamaka.
Braga just having a look right now. Hard calf kick though. Tried to return by Khizriev. I like Braga's patience here. Khizriev looking for the cross counter as Braga throws out the jab. Khizriev looking to come over the top, countering the low kick with punches. Man, he's so fast, Khizriev.
Timur Khizriev happy to strike it out here in this first round with Gabriel Braga so far. 2 minutes gone. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Randy Couture on the call here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. at the Anthem Theater. Playoff action in the featherweight and welterweight division.
Braga doing a good job of moving his head around, changing levels, moving it from side to side, and making Khizriev miss.
We saw this against Justin Gonzalez. He waited, he felt out his opponent, and then right before the end of the round, he unhooks a beautiful left hook. He takes his time, he's very, very patient, especially with someone as dangerous as Khizriev, who you know is going to level change as soon as you give him the opportunity. Braga's using feints to try and hold him off here, but he can't neglect the striking of Khizriev, which is equally as dangerous in my opinion.
Timur was showing some little knee taps. I'm going to go down, I'm going to grab your leg, and then bam, right hand over the top. Listen inside the red corner of Gabriel Braga.
It's already red. Answer with an uppercut. That's it. That's it. You on top. Yep, that's it. Be more aggressive. That's it. A minute and a half. Work on that feint on his knee. He's got no distance on you. Yep, that's great.
Braga's uncle in his corner. For his entire career leading up to this year, it was his own father, former professional mixed martial artist himself, Diego Braga, who unfortunately was lost tragically. Gabriel, the son, has done an admirable job of recovering emotionally and still competing at the highest level here in the Smart Cage in 2024.
Beautiful level change in second effort by Khizriev to follow through, stay on his feet, and drive all the way through Braga. Braga doing a nice job from his backside to scramble back to his feet. Hand control now and trying to pull himself back up in the chest-to-chest position.
Good work by Khizriev to throw some strikes and try to reshoot after Braga was able to get himself off the cage.
That was good scrambling by Braga. Slings a hook into the body of Khizriev. Goes with that rear front kick, goes to the head this time though. Return by Khizriev. Man, Braga keeps kicking from cold, and you can see Khizriev trying to catch him with those counter punches down the pipe.
10 seconds left in round one. High kick attempted for Braga, and a jumping knee. Khizriev gets out of the way. Round two when we return. Round two in a featherweight semifinal. Big John McCarthy, our judging and rules expert. How'd you score round one?
Look, it was a very close round. It was mostly about volume, but the bigger strikes and more strikes were landed by Khizriev, so I give him the round 10-9.
Timur Khizriev, impressive speed on display in that first round. Braga's gonna have to find an answer for the movement and still stay mindful of that wrestling. Right hand landed there for Braga.
Heavy on that front foot, Braga. You see him trying to draw his opponent in a little bit to throw so he can counter. But Khizriev's so quick, it's difficult to reach him with a counter because he's in and out before you realize.
Khizriev does a great job of getting in, doing his work, and getting right back out.
It's such a clinical approach by Khizriev, whereas with Braga, there seems to be a lot of venom in those punches, a lot of emotion in them, which can sometimes cloud your vision a little bit. Look, Khizriev's going to do what he needs to do to win the rounds and win the fight. We know that. We've seen that from his record. Undefeated. If he needs to go the distance, he will. Braga needs to start building a variety of different strikes that Khizriev's got to start to respect. At the moment, he's going with a straight jab cross and with the calf kick, and it's allowing Khizriev to start to figure that pattern out a little.
Braga tried to lead that combination with an overhand right. Khizriev made him react to 3 punches. Then comes in behind a double jab. And good head movement by Timur Khizriev. If there's anything lacking in this Dagestani fighter's game, it is that finishing ability. He's undefeated, 16-0 as a pro. 12 of those have come via decision. He doesn't mind taking you into deep waters. He knows he's got the gas tank for it. He knows that he's going to make the disciplined decisions that Dan was just mentioning.
Braga needs to pick his pace up here. 24 of 42 strikes landed compared to 34 of 82. The sheer volume of Khizriev is giving Braga a lot to think about.
So mobility and dynamic motion footwork that is making it very difficult to get a beat on him. Landing, he won't engage in that kind of firefight.
Very strategic in his approach. Could be quite frustrating for someone like Braga, who sometimes, oh man, that was a beautiful uppercut attempt.
Exchange of jabs. Francis Ngannou watching on cage side. Our Battle of the Giants coming to pay-per-view October 19th. Francis Ngannou, Reina Ferreira, the 2023 PFL heavyweight champ. They will face off coming up.
You can see some redness on that lead leg of Khizriev as well. Braga's starting to get through with some of those calf kicks. It's not really slowing the movement down though of Khizriev. He's still light on his toes, still moving through range quickly. Braga looks like he's running out of ideas here on how to get to Khizriev.
Blood coming from the nose of Gabriel Braga. Randy, this has got to be encouraging for Timur Khizriev, finding a way to have success against a skilled striker like Gabriel Braga.
It's definitely going to give him some confidence if he should be victorious in this fight going into the final.
Now a little bit of a firefight. And the final fight is around 2.
It's definitely the kind of fight Braga wants.
You are reading it correctly. You got to take a look and say Khizriev he is in control of the fight. He's landing the more shots. That last little bit by Braga is what he needs to do in this third round. Go after him, be aggressive, but don't get taken down.
Khizriev came right out in round 3, trying to salt this one away with a takedown. Good work so far by Braga to remain upright. Not out of trouble yet.
The second effort here by Khizriev, trying to capture that far leg. Nice underhook by Braga. Braga needs a punch from right there. You can't just let him off the hook when he's in that range.
It is impressive. I mean, you know, defense is the reward in itself, so Braga's not getting anything for these takedowns, that he's been able to defend and scramble, but I can't think of anybody else that's had this level of success, at least holding Khizriev off with his wrestling.
He's got a very smothering style. This is a completely different fight than we've seen Khizriev have to fight before. He's usually able to take guys down, keep them down, float over the top of them and make their life miserable. He's had to stand and fight with Braga because Braga's been so good at defending those takedowns and making the fight happen here. At the same time, Khizriev's footwork is so good, he's in and out and gone before you have a chance to counter or hit him with anything.
It's really impressive, a testament to the skill developed by Timur Khizriev. He's not leaning on the wrestling. He hasn't been able to use it, and yet he still is winning this fight. According to the AI score to Big John McCarthy, of course, we don't know what the judges' scorecards look like. Braga got caught out of position, tried the left hand. Khizriev hit him with the right.
I really like how measured Khizriev is. He's just playing the game so well. Cover counter, get on his toes. Circle to the next opportunity to engage.
Braga now in a southpaw stance.
Khizriev now countering any punch Braga throws with a 1-2. He's coming right back immediately with a 2-punch combo.
Blood continues to pour from the nose of Gabriel Braga. Heading to the halfway point of round number 3. This young Brazilian may need a knockout to keep his hopes of a $1 million championship alive in 2024. Here's a 1-2 from Braga.
Trying to make something happen with the sharp counters of Khizriev. Stifling his attack every time. Here comes a level change. Hard whizzer by Braga, who defends that, gets back to his feet straight away.
And that time he did punch while they were close, Randy, but Khizriev drifted just outside of range. Incredible quickness from Timur Khizriev. Brendan Loughnane watching on closely. Potentially he will move on if he can beat Kai Kamaka to fight the winner of this fight as he seeks his second PFL championship in the featherweight division.
Tries with the shot right. This is the defense, the head movement of Khizriev is very impressive. Tries the counter. The counter to the low kick. Look at the bruising on that lead leg of Khizriev. It's amazing that his footwork has not really been affected by it.
Whoa, that left hook just missed. That had some heat on it.
Final minute of a featherweight semifinal, an exchange of jabs.
Potentially the last 45 seconds of Timur Khizriev's season here if he's not able to land something significant. And every time with the calf kick, Khizriev is in his face with the jab.
Good rip to the body from Khizriev. And just outside the right hand from Gabriel Braga. Braga shrugs off another single attempt. Final 10 seconds. Braga with a hook. Khizriev happy to oblige, grabs the leg. That's the end of the fight. Who won the fight? The AI score, our verdict scorecards, Randy and Dan all think it was Timur Khizriev. We'll see what the official judges think. Their scorecards are in the hands of Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go now to your three judges. Your first, Brian Miner, scores the fight 30-27. He sees the fight for Braga. Your second judge, David Torelli, 29, pardon me, I beg your pardon. Brian Miner scores the fight for Khizriev. Whereas your second judge, David Torelli, 29-28, he sees the fight for Braga. Now your third and final judge, Rick Winter, 30-27. He scores the fight for the winner by split decision, now claiming his place in the $1 million PFL Featherweight Championship, Timur